Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is Megneous and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. So I would like to apologize for the lax time, what am I saying? For the amount of time since the last episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. As you guys probably know, I recorded 2 hours of me answering questions from my subscribers with a real life video. You can see my face. I'm going to put a link to that in the description below, so go ahead and watch that video. It's a fun video, but it's quite long. You should watch it in little segments, probably 6 segments. So anyway, I said that we were going to make an analyzer. And this is true, we're going to be making an analyzer right now, in fact. And let's see, we need one of these. And a biofossil here. And there we go. Boom, we have an analyzer. However, I no longer feel comfortable just putting things on the ground and sleeping outside in the dirt. Many of my subscribers have complained about this as well. They're like, Megneous, you need to make a house. And I'm like, fine, I'll make a house. In fact, this is a very ugly looking piece of sand. I'm going to destroy this piece of sand and fill it in with dirt. Because I think this is where our home is going to be. I want it to be right here in front of these little ponds. This is going to be a temporary home. A temporary home, mind you, but I think it'll be fine. Let's see, 5... Right, so I went and cut down some oak trees and planted some more oak trees to replace the ones that I cut down because I am all up for sustainability and such. Let's see, here maybe? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, here. Then we'll have a little patio here. Right, so what I wanted to do for this temporary house was I wanted to copy the method of making like the witch's hut. I'm not exactly sure how to make a witch's hut, but I did look at some pictures. I looked at some pictures on Google, and we're going to be making something akin to a witch's hut so that I can live in that, and I thought that that would be pretty fun. So, no, that is not what I wanted to do. Where's my axe? Also, we do have dinosaur news today, which is amazing. Doesn't happen as often as I would like it to. And honestly, the news is sort of meh. I personally wasn't very excited about the kind of news that came out because it's sort of stuff that if you read about dinosaurs sort of often, then you probably already knew it anyway. But you know, why not? We need some boards. This is not going to work on its own. I think I'm going to place this down here, and I need to jump up here. Let's see. This would be the floor, and then we need 2. So that we can walk around inside. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Alright, so I think that's high enough, perhaps. Ow! Alright, and some planks. I'm not really sure how many planks we need. That should be enough for now. But yeah, so the research, the science that's been coming out of the websites that I check, the 2 things that we're going to be talking about, this is not as dark as I wanted. Oak is clearly the wrong kind of wood for this. Okay, well, I don't really mind that much. We can go ahead and build this and I'll replace it later if it really bothers me that much, but I was sort of hoping for darker wood. Alright, and fill that in, and we want a little thing like that. Alright, this is good, this is good. Have a little doorway here, perhaps. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about this research. So on July 10th, there was research published by the Canadian Museum of Nature, so congratulations Canadians, you've once again successfully done something that gets me to mention your country on my channel. I love Canadians, really. I like teasing them, but I really do love them. I have nothing against Canadians. I have tons of Canadian friends. We hang out and we tease each other's countries all the time because it's fun times. But Dr. Jordan Mallon, basically his research focused on Megaherbivores, which well, the word Megaherbivore is probably pretty obvious. Mega, big herbivores, things that eat plants. this is somehow not turning out the way that I thought it would look. I'm terrible at making witches' huts. This is much smaller than I thought it would be. Oh well, it'll be fine. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna go grab my bed and put my bed in there as well. But Dr. Jordan Mallon, he focuses on how ecosystems in the olden days, the Cretaceous, Jurassic, etc., were able to support large numbers of species of mega-herbivores. And how am I supposed to break this? There we go. And basically, if you think about it, there were lots of really big dinosaurs, especially if you think about herbivores. We don't really think of things like, say, hadrosaurs as being particularly large, but if you look at, say, animals today, hadrosaurs were pretty big. Ankylosaurs were also pretty big. Sure, they're not as big as, say, sauropods, but sauropods are also a problem within themselves. How did ecosystems support such a large number of mega-herbivores? Were their metabolisms just so slow that, you know, they didn't really eat that much, so the plants had time to regrow? We do know that there was abundant... Very good. There was abundant flora during that time period. There was a lot more carbon dioxide in the air, so we had lots more plants. How do I make a roof? How do I make a roof? I need stairs. Okay, I did not want to do that. That was a bit too many, but oh well. This is how I make stairs, right? Yes. Alright, very good. But yes, so megafauna is sort of a problem in that they need lots of energy to survive, and probably sauropods ate like tons of plant material every day. And the question is, how did these ecosystems support such a large, crazily numerous dinosaurs as well? Because, you know, they had very large herds probably, they probably traveled. That's not what I want. Traveled in large herds. So how did things work out like that? How did they fit in the ecosystem? And basically, if you know anything about biology, then you already know the answer to this. There are a couple of options. Either one, there's just so much plant material that it doesn't really matter what things eat. Or, alternatively, there we go, I bet this is going to work. Or alternatively, everything eats different species of plants. Yes, very nice. And this happens today, actually. For example, not too long ago I read research about species of manatees and dugongs. You know, now we only have, I think, 2 species of manatees left in the world. Manatees are sort of having some problems. You know, not dying, being hit by boats all the time and such. But not too long ago, historically speaking, geologically speaking, we had tons of different kinds of manatees, and they were all living in the same place, and for a while no one really understood why they were all living in the same place, how they could live there. Weren't they competing for food? And it ended up, this is not working, it ended up that basically what they were doing was eating different kinds of plants, so they actually weren't competing with each other for food. And this, my friends, if you study biology, is called, let's see, it's a French word, so whether you pronounce it like this or not, you don't need to worry. There are multiple ways to pronounce it. It's called niche division, I believe it's called. But yeah, so essentially the fact is different species can eat different kinds of plants, and then even if they're herbivores, oh my gosh. Even if they're herbivores, they end up not competing with one another. I am going to eat some of my food. Which is really useful when you're a giant herbivore that eats tons of things. So, he decided that this was probably what was going on. And the question... darn. The question was, how does he prove it? What is the evidence? And of course, when we're talking about dinosaurs, what do we have? We have bones, we have fossils. Alright, so how are we going to prove in fossils that these animals ate different kinds of plants? Well, again, if you just think about it logically, you're probably going to be able to come to the conclusion that, well, you should probably check their teeth. Because, you know, animals have different kinds of teeth. Why can't I place something here? What is this? Have different kinds of teeth based on what they eat. So, basically, Dr. Jordan Mallon collected the skulls of several different kinds of mega herbivores. And he examined their teeth, their jaws, the the hypothesized musculature for the skulls shaped the way that they are. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible looking witch hut. Why can I not place anything anywhere? I don't understand. Oh, this is a stick, not a fence. Alright, okay, so it's nighttime. Let's go sleep. Hopefully there's not a creeper waiting for us when we wake up. Hello? Minecraft, I would appreciate some music, actually, come to think of it. But anyway, so that's what his research did, and of course, as you might expect when examining the teeth and jaws of these what is this doing here? Ah, this was the original piece I placed. They came to the conclusion that yes, there are several adaptations in these wonderful creatures that allow them to eat different kinds of ferns and different kinds of trees and things like that. For example, Ankylosaurus, if you know anything about Ankylosaurus, which you should because it's an amazing creature, Ankylosaurus has quite a low stature. It's a very low dinosaur, a very flat-like dinosaur, and it has a very wide beak, more or less. And they came to the conclusion that yes, the things that grow on the bottom or on the ground, close to the ground where Ankylosaurus would probably be ferns at this time in the world's history, and the very large wide beak would allow the Ankylosaurus to eat lots and lots of material, since ferns are generally pretty nutrient poor compared to other kinds of things you could eat, like say fruit, which is what lots of mammals evolved to eat, including our ancestors. I have three more seeds. What do with seeds? There we go. And food is not a problem. I have plenty of food. I have 2 apples. Nom. This is a terrible witch hut. Oh gosh. what is wrong with me? This is not beautiful at all. Oh well. It's just temporary. It's just temporary. But yeah, so the kinds of dinosaurs that Dr. Jordan Mallon looked at include hadrosaurs and Ankylosaurus, how do I pronounce this? Ceratopsidae? Basically, the Ceratops family, such as Triceratops, etc. You're probably very familiar with Triceratops, but actually, this is sort of off topic, but if you don't know about the Ceratopsidae, you should totally go and look at all the different kinds there are, because most people only know 3 horns, Triceratops, and they're like, oh, you know, Sarah from the land before time. But what they don't realize is that there's an entire family of those dinosaurs, and they're all really freaking amazing. Okay, this is not... I hate steps. I hate steps so much. Oh my gosh, what? There's an entire family of those dinosaurs, and they're all really amazing. The variety in the horns is just absolutely beautiful. Why can't I place this? No! The variety in the horns, there we go, is absolutely astounding, and I would love to have seen, like, basically I think Triceratops is actually one of the most boring Ceratopsidae. If you look at all the other kinds of horns there are, we need a lot more steps. Like really, they're not that interesting looking. Like there are ones that have like horns coming out of each piece of the frill on the neck, like the bony structure that extends beyond the head. Those are some of the most awesome. Can we only use 4 more? 1, 2, it looks like it, okay. What? Ow! What in the world? Why is this glitching out so much? Surely this isn't the mod, right? Right? Right, guys? Yeah. Alright, that didn't work either. Oh, man, what? Why am I so bad at building things? And why am I so bad at inventory management as well? Alright, so maybe... Okay, there. Maybe if I just jump... Okay, that's much better for placing things. I'm just gonna jump from now on. Let's break these. Jump! And there's nothing for me to place this on underneath me, so let's... There we go. And... There. Alright, let's break this up. You need to make a door. What do I... Should I place something here, perhaps? Alright. And how to make a fence. I have... There we go. Nice. I am amazed that I remembered that. Let's go ahead and... this here? Good. And now we need a door. Door. Yay! Our home! We now have a temporary home. It's not very beautiful. But that's okay. Aw, man. I was really hoping it would look more like the witch hut. I think witch huts look really cool. Sigh. But yeah, so basically in conclusion, Dr. Jordan Mallon's research just decided based on, you know, the shape of the teeth and various other things such as jaw musculature, that it's undoubtedly the fact that these giant Megaherbivores were eating different kinds of food, different kinds of vegetation, so they weren't actually in competition with one another. Where did the seeds go? The seeds have disappeared. Alright then. That's not supposed to happen, but okay. So that's... Alright, so I guess we should place our analyzer in our home, and we should start analyzing things. Ta-da! There you go. And we will come back and check that in the next episode, which I'm going to record right now, actually, because it's been too many days since a Minecraft Dinosaurs episode, so I would like to do 2 today. I know that's sort of a new thing. I've never done that before, but I feel like I need to apologize to everyone. So, that's what we're gonna do. We also have some more research to talk about next episode, if you would like to hear more information about dinosaurs, discussing warm-blooded and cold-blooded theories for dinosaurs, because there's more research on that as well. So thank you so much everyone for watching this episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. My name is Megneous, and don't forget to go check out the 2-hour-long me answering questions video. I will see you next time!